Mo kí gbogbo olólùfẹ́ Samvatis Radio TV káàkiri orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún gbogbo ìfẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní sí wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń bá wa pín fọ́nrán wa káàkiri tó wà lórí ìkànnì YouTube wa @Samvatis Radio TV. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń bá wa pín káàkiri tẹ́ ẹ subscribe tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ tún like ó la rí pátápátá. A dúpẹ́ o àmọ́ lóore ẹ ṣé gan. Wọ́n ní ọgbọ́n kì í tán láyé ká wà lọ́rùn. Àwọn ọgbọ́n kan rèé tí wọ́n ń lò ní ìlú Burkina Faso láti lè borí gbogbo ogun àti ìjà àtẹ̀yìnwá èyí tó ń fi wọ́n nàkànàkàn. Àṣé bí ẹkún bá pẹ́ dalẹ́ kan ayọ̀ ń bọ̀ wá lówùúrọ̀. Ààrẹ Ibrahim Traoré ó ní gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Burkina Faso ni wọ́n ti ń kíkú iṣẹ́ lórí iṣẹ́ takuntakun tó ṣe. Ó ṣe mí láàánú tó dẹ̀ jọ mí lójú gan gidigidi wípé àwọn kan tún bẹ lórílẹ̀ alàyè tó jẹ́ wípé níbi tí àlàáfíà bá ti ń jọba ibẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ ń fẹ́ dàrú. Nínú fọ́nrán àkálẹ̀ tí màmá fi hàn yín lórí ìkànnì Samvatis Radio TV lálẹ́ yìí, ibẹ̀ láti gbọ́ wípé bí a bá tú kúlẹ̀kúlẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tí ó jẹ́ agbésùmọ̀mí pátápátá, wọ́n ní àwọn ọwọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú wa ó wà ń bẹ̀, wọ́n lọ́wọ́ àwọn alágbára ó wà ń bẹ̀, wọ́n lọ́wọ́ àwọn ajúnilọ ó wà níbẹ̀. Ṣó wá yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Ẹ dákun tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń wo fọ́nrán yìí tán ẹ tún bá ń pín káàkiri kẹ́ ẹ bá ń subscribe kẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ tún bá mi like iná ò ní tọ́wọ́ yín o. Ẹ ṣé gan, ẹ subscribe sí Samvatis Radio TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, take this as a little bit of success from Burkina Faso.
We have some major breaking news coming from Burkina Faso, and let me tell you, this one is going to shock you. So the Burkina Faso government has arrested the person who has been supplying all the weapons and has been buying all the motorbikes that have been used in those attacks that have been happening in the northern part of Burkina Faso. The guy whose photo I've put here is the guy who has been working with the French and Ivory Coast alliances to ensure that Burkina Faso is destabilized. And today they were able to capture him, and now he is in Burkina Faso ready to face trial, and I don't think if he's going to survive this one. So very soon Burkina Faso is going to be very safe. This is just news that is coming in now. He has been the leader, he has been the one who has been coordinating, and in one of the raids they were able to capture him. He's now under the custody of Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré has said that he is so much committed to ensure that Burkina Faso is one of the safest countries and all the terrorists are neutralized as fast as possible.
This is a breaking news. So we got this information from several sources today, but we try to calm down a little bit, make further investigation, and look for sources that will bring out this news, because now different sources that are trusted before are now becoming unreliable by the day. Maybe some of them are paid off. I don't know for what reason, but there is a guy that is trending on some specific platforms that the Burkinabe military have arrested this guy. They said he's the one responsible for logistics when it comes to buying of fuel, distributing money to terrorists. You know, he has insiders right inside Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso. So the insiders are the ones that buy fuel for the terrorists to fuel their bikes. And when it comes to distribution of money to all their affiliates, so this guy is the one in charge. And also when it comes to procurement of medical kits just for treatment of those terrorists that have been injured, so this guy is the one responsible for it. His name is Ousmane Diko. He is a brother to the leader of the JNIM Islamic Al-Qaeda affiliate called Jafar Diko. Now a lot of people will be missing both guys together because Jafar Diko and Ousmane Diko actually look alike. Now if you look at one of the pictures that have been posted where a guy sits in a military a table, he sits like on a chair as if a president wants to give a speech. You will see the video, you will see the picture here. That is Jafar Diko, the leader of JNIM. Now the younger brother is Ousmane Diko, and it's actually Ousmane Diko that has been arrested. One thing that I've seen that actually got me flustered about this terrorist is when you look at the caliber of weapons that these guys are using. Now we've heard some speculation that these guys are even employing the drone technology, right? Drone is no longer a new thing to terrorists. I feel like with the drone technology, they've been able to catch the Burkinabe troops unaware. But another problem is this, right? If they had somebody within the city in Ouagadougou that helps them to buy fuel, gets medical kits, so that means this is a very, very deep plot. And according to what we heard, they said their agitation is that Ibrahim Traore should step down, right? And the Burkinabe troop and the citizens are saying that no way Ibrahim Traore is definitely going to step down, that they have his back. They are going to support him with everything that they have. We know the people that can sponsor those terrorists at this level. I think for me, I will allege that I would say France might be responsible for this, because I don't even think Cote d'Ivoire can sponsor terrorism with this level of finance. I don't think they have enough financial capacity to fund this wave of attack, right? Looking at the numbers of terrorists, the bullets, and like the guns, these guys were shooting guns for free. And one of the worst aspects of this attack was the fact that they went into a prison and they released their former members that were attacked after they were conquered from Jibo earlier on. The video is here.
Allahu Akbar. Yabaga wurji. Yabaga wurji. Yabaga wurji. Bobo. Bobo. Audino na. Bobo. Adadi. Bobo mana. Bobo. Aga pullo na. Min pullo. Ayo de ken wade udima. Mi joy wonno fi be fulbe. Barki Allah. Wattu do joy ma. Bobo. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
So this is a very, very difficult situation, but according to what we heard, the Burkina Faso troops are really, really mobilizing, and they are going to go back on the offensive. So this is going to be a very, very long fight, and it's going to be a dogfight. That's daring. It means they have something within them that it makes them feel like they can do something. I don't know why they feel like they can do something. And you know, politicians in Africa cannot be trusted because it's actually a lucrative job. But when you have a leader that comes in and has reduced politician salary, you know, all the wealth they've amassed, they might, some of them are actually, you know, I believe that if they trace this thing properly, it won't be surprising to find some politicians among the culprits. And you know, it's just a very disappointing situation how people can be very envious, jealous, and uncomfortable with peace, or when situation is actually going on fine. But that is the information we have. I'm still waiting to get to review this information from more sources. You know, BBC won't post this type of thing, so I'm not looking forward to the mainstream media to post this kind of news and information. But this is deep, because when you look at the number of jerrycans that these terrorists normally fuel in Ouagadougou, in my mind, I look at it that this is serious. Like, this is serious. And like I said, it's the attack is never going to come from a white person. Actually, Burkina Faso, I don't think they're ever going to be attacked by a white person. It's always going to be a black person. And that is the biggest problem. You know, I feel like this is the time for people to not sleep. This is the time for people to be more alert. This is the time for people to stay very, very dangerous. And you know, a little shift in the momentum of events, the Western media will be ready to jump on the bandwagon. Now, the thing is, when you see Burkina Faso troops actually reach a good milestone, the mainstream media don't post it. And even if they are going to post it, they're going to misinform the public. Because that was what I noticed with the numbers of casualties that were recorded in the attack, because they actually said civilians, but it was later that people discovered that it was not civilians that were attacked, because the attempt of the people that sponsored this attack was that it was civilians that were supposed to be killed, so that they are going to allege that it is the Burkinabe troops that killed them. So you can see that this is a very deep plot. So at the end of the day, the troops intercepted, but they were overrun. If you look at the weapons of the terrorists and if you look at the numbers, definitely, I don't think infantry, no, I don't think any type of infantry, maybe, I don't think like 700 infantries can intercept these guys, except maybe some guys from Georgia, from maybe killing machines. I mean, guys that are really, really trained to kill. So for me, I think to defeat these guys, it has to be a joint counter-terrorism operation, because to stop people like this, there should be no escape routes. And when Cote d'Ivoire is a sabotage nation, so it will be very, very difficult for these operations like this to be successful. For I think, like, for this kind of people to stop, you have to kill them to the very last man. And based on what I think personally, Mm, I think Burkina Faso has to take drastic measures, maybe to relocate the people of Jibo to a more safer site so that they can level there. Yes, I believe like there are still other places where they can relocate, and the government should maybe build free houses for people there, relocate the people of Jibo, and level up the entire place. And I don't know the land size of Jibo, but I think that could be because these kind of guys, they use civilians too as cannon fodder to shield themselves and all of that. So I feel like if you are a civilian in Jibo, the best advice I will give you is to evacuate the place, because for you to have a successful military operation against these numbers of terrorists and this level of radicality, I think you need to go all in and all out. It has to be a level playing ground by the time you are done with the operation. For me, and after they killed those troops, those soldiers that they killed, they really, really seized a lot of weapons which they displayed on their Islamic sites, as their cages of war. So I feel like it's actually going to be a long war. And I know a lot of people are going to be licking their shops and being their feelings now, like, oh, you are doing that. Yeah, there have been a lot of people that spread false rumor on my channel, people that just come around to hate. Yeah, that's the thing of African. That's the thing with African people, yeah. Africans just like to hate, and I think all these things that is going on in Burkina Faso too is still an evidence of hate. And if you look at the journalism world right now, a lot of people are hating on a lot of people, and it's needless. And for those that are seeing AI videos of Ibrahim Traore, please let me debunk one thing. Ibrahim Traore actually speaks French, exclusively French, right? But I don't hear French, and I don't speak French. I don't even know a word in French. I'm Anglophone, right? They are Francophones. But thank God for AI. A lot, like the way I don't hear French and I can't speak it, a lot of other people don't even understand a word in French too. So, and there are people need information, right? So that's why sources use AI to transform voice the French to English, so that people can really, really get the message clearly. So I don't know what I don't know. There are a lot of needless struggle on the social media, a lot of tozos and all of that. Um a lot of us are just doing this because we are really, really passionate about Traore, and to be honest, we want to see him succeed. Nobody really loves the level of slavery that Africans are, but this is just the truth. Like for me, all my siblings they've already left Africa. I'm the last one in Africa. Even I'm a medical personnel, the salary is good, but it's not still okay. But I'm here. Like I'm not going anywhere. There's nowhere I can go. I don't feel comfortable going to another man's country. Even though I'm a medical professional and my work is still going to be a little bit, more decent, and the pay is going to be more decent. But I don't have that mentality to go to another man's country to maybe feel among. I don't use luxury things. I don't like any of those things. So that's why we like to stay here. And if there is a beacon of hope, yes, definitely we want to support. Actually, I will tell you this: the country I am presently, which I won't disclose because these days in my country, if you actually support Ibrahim Traore, the securities are going to pick you up. I'm in a country where the president is sabotaged, so they're going to pick you up. What I would say is it's very difficult to support Ibrahim Traore in my country, but still we try our best to support him. So I feel like the only thing that you guys can do is to encourage people like us and not to kind of push down on. It's just the black race is just so messed up sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is, and anytime I get news from now, we will properly review it, double check, triple check if possible. But definitely I'm not going to be reporting news from the mainstream media, like the so-called trusted media, because they're about narratives. So guys, this is where I would be drawing the curtain. It's your boy 7200 signing out. Enough said, but before I go, I love you all guys.
Yeah, bang bop pekele pekele. 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 Ẹ má yà sọ́tùn, ẹ má yà sósì. 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 Sanfatis ne jẹ́ ká lọ. 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 Óyá o, óyá o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Óyá o, óyá o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Óyá o, óyá o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Óyá o, óyá o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire.
Nísàn Fortis FM ọmọ alájẹ ni wá gbogbo ìran káràkátà tó ń ṣòwò gbogbo fílílẹ̀ yìí tà ní tàbílẹ̀ oúnjẹ aṣọ tàbí ìwé ewébẹ̀ ẹran kódà bó jẹ́ pọ̀nmọ́ ẹ kàn sí wa Nísàn Fortis FM lónìí lágbóhùn tẹ́ ń tàn fàyè gbọ́ ọ̀rẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i ẹ pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp +447 946 212 160 Nísàn Fortis FM òkè láyé tiwa.